Clarabelle Oliver, also known as Miss Clary, of Briggs Alley, Green Street, St. George's, who resided at Westerhall Point, St. David, passed away on Friday, July 26, 2024, at the age of 90. She was the wife of Thaddeus Winston Oliver, mother of Dr. Terence Marichaud, Margaret Marichaud Vincent, and Ron Oliver, grandmother of Troy, Tamara, Shane, Terry, Christopher, and Tyler, great-grandmother of Kea, Clarabelle, Nalani, Jamie, and Theo, mother-in-law of Roy and Martha, sister of Chrislyn, Roylyn, Edris, Ruth, Claudette, and Joy, sister-in-law of Claire, Mavis, Lorna, and Gilbert. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends, including friends and neighbors of Diego Peace, Westerhall Point, Green Street, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Clarabelle Oliver, also known as Miss Clary, of Briggs Alley, Green Street, St. George's, who resided at Westerhall Point, St. David, will take place on Friday, August 2nd at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Seventh-day Adventist rites, followed by cremation. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Ellen Philip, also known as Ello and Ella, of Bonaire St. Mark, passed away on Tuesday, July 16, 2024, at the age of 94. She was the mother of Everett Bonaparte, Joy Morris, Frederick, Maureen, Bridget, and Lorna Phillip, Lynn Cyrus in the USA, Larry Phillip in Canada, and Julene Phillip in Anguilla. Grandmother of 50, including Marassi Francis, Arvin, Avery, Jevin, Janelle, Danielle, Robbie and Rodney, Kartosha, Carnisha, Akenya, Elon, Zarel and Akira Phillip, Cardi Benjamin, Kareem and Kyle Cyrus, Evelyn Bonaparte, Alessandra Thomas, Adassa Ross, Carlson Benjamin, and Colin Benjamin Raymore. Great-grandmother of 65, great-great-grandmother of 3, sister of Addison, Gertrude and Selina Phillip in Grenada, and Rose Fraser in England, mother-in-law of Kester Cyrus and Wilton Benjamin. Special mention and close family, Kim Gordon and Larry Gittins. Many nieces and nephews, including Verist Martin. Many cousins, other relatives and friends in Grenada, Canada, England, the Cayman Islands, the British Virgin Islands, Trinidad, and the USA, including Carl Jordan and family, the Joseph family of St. Mark, the Phillip family of Chantymel, members of the Bible Holiness Church Victoria, and friends and neighbors of Bonaire and Victoria St. Mark. The funeral of the late Ellen Phillip, also known as Ello and Ella, of Bonaire St. Mark, will take place on Tuesday, August 6th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Bible Holiness Church Victoria St. Mark, and interment will be at the Coast Guard Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Anthony Johnson, also known as Patsa, LeBeau, and DeGale, of Bellevue St. George, passed away on Saturday, July 20th, 2024, at the age of 87. He was the brother of Rupert Decoteau, uncle of Evelyn, Cuthbert, Valerie, Yvonne, Glenroy, Marcel, Randy, Ronald, Marlene, Nikisha, Jeff Eel, Nicole, and Roger. Other relatives and friends including Damian Mitchell, the Johnson, Decoteau, and Alexander families, Mrs. Law of Montmoritz, Cosmas Johnson, Marilyn Edwards, Elsa Joseph, Daya Dotton, and friends and neighbors of Bellevue and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Anthony Johnson, also known as Patsa, LeBeau, and DeGale, of Bellevue St. George, will take place on Tuesday, August 6th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Beaulieu RC Church, and interment will be at the Beaulieu Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Joylyn Teresa Shirley Ann McFarlane of Darbo St. George, who resided in Barbados, passed away on Saturday, June 15th, 2024 in Barbados, at the age of 51, left to mourn are her mother, Mary McFarlane, sisters Marilyn and Leslie Ann McFarlane, adopted sister Diane John Charles, brothers Ryan and Leonard McFarlane and Benedict George, grand-aunt Juanita Flanders, aunts Anne McFarlane in Canada, Silke Redhead, and Teresa Sylvan in Trinidad. Cousins Sharon McFarlane, Lester Gilbert, Gillian Gilbert, Yvette Nouri, Kathleen Nouri, Helen Redhead, Bernadette Redhead, Hanif Redhead in Tortola, and Rita Sylvan. Other relatives and friends including the Belfon and Lewis families of Darbo, the Labari family of Botanical Gardens, the John family of Tempe, the McEwen family of Grandroy and Concord, family friend of Tracy Woodruff, Cynthia Boney Woodruff, Margaret Nouri, Paul MacLeod, and other family members too numerous to mention. A memorial service for the late Joylyn Teresa Shirley Ann McFarlane of Darbo St. George, who resided in Barbados, will take place on Wednesday, August 7th at 1 p.m. Service will be held at the Evangelistic Centre, Market Hill, St. George's, and interment will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Cleveland Bowler, also known as Sweeto, of Diego P. St. Mark, who resided in Milton Keynes, London, England, passed away on Sunday, July 14, 2024 in London, England, at the age of 72. He was the father of 4, brother of 11, nephew of 2. Many nieces and nephews, other relatives and friends including the Samuel, Bowler, Diali and Japal families. The funeral service and interment of the late Cleveland Bowler, also known as Sweeto, of Diego P. St. Mark, who resided in Milton Keynes, London, England, will take place on Thursday, August 8th, in London, England. Arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Halima Redhead Houghton of Fontenoy St. George, who resided in the USA, passed away on Sunday, 23rd June 2024, at the age of 40. Left to mourn are her mother, Joan Cecilia Redhead in the USA, Father Paul Houghton, also known as Balls, siblings Nadira and Zakia Redhead in the USA, and Cabrera Williams in Grenada, and Tyler Houghton in Trinidad. One niece, Jemiah Redhead. 2 nephews, Jamari Redhead in the USA, and Nathan Williams in Grenada. Brother-in-law, Joel Williams. Several aunts and uncles including Viola, Bernadette, Esme, Mona and Hazel Ann in Grenada, Charlene, Valerie, Janice, Delroy in the USA, Peter also known as Tosh, Seymour, Julius also known as Cramsey, and Lloyd. Close relatives and friends including Marcia, Jessica, Jordell, Shanoli, Kamisha, Kerry, Roxanne, Brandy, Travis and Trevin, Margaret Johnson and family in Barbados, Rosella Foster and family in the USA, the Redhead family, the Houghton family, the Bethel and Regis families, the Bain family, the Magliocco family, the Von Oost family in the USA, Patrick Thomas and family, Andre Kerr and family, the Harry family in Trinidad, Augustine Sarge Jones, Michelle Joseph, the Ford and Folks families, Nicole Jones, Charlene Thomas, Keda, Jojo, Noella, Hazel Ann, Delissa Murray, Pauline, Roxanne, Jamu, and friends and neighbors in the USA, Fontenoy, Grand Mall, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Halima Redhead Houghton of Fontenoy St. George, who resided in the USA, will take place on Thursday, August 8th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Church Street, St. George's, followed by entombment at the Wilberforce Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Linda Chateau, also known as Fatty, of Monlong St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday, 18th July 2024, at the age of 66. She was the mother of Loris Thomas, Anthony, Lincoln in Barbados, Winston and Davis Chateau, adoptive mother of Indra Thomas, grandmother of Stephanie, Antonio, Caden, Nathaniel, Jaden and McKaylee, great-grandmother of Troy Jr. Nicholas, mother-in-law of Constable No. 479, Nigel Thomas, Ashley Chateau in Barbados, and Kizzy Nathaniel, sister of Arnold, Elijah, Daniel, Claudius, Clarence, Nelson, and Ilis, sister-in-law of Catherine, Marilyn, Merrill, Harold, Volney, and Lloydell, aunt of many, caregiver, Nurse Adele Hollis, many cousins, other relatives and close friends, including Rosalind Pear, Listlin and Yuland, the pastors and members of the Monlong Pentecostal and Monlong Seventh-day Adventist churches, and friends and neighbours in the United Kingdom, Canada, Ladigue, Hope, Clochie, Mornlong and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Linda Chateau, also known as Fatty, of Monlong St Andrew, will take place on Thursday, August 8th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Monlong Pentecostal Church, and interment will be at the family cemetery, Mornlong. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
David Williams of Seamoon St Andrew, former teacher of the Montrose Seventh-day Adventist Primary School, passed away on Thursday, 25th July 2024, at the age of 70. The funeral arrangements for the late David Williams of Seamoon St Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Barbara Mitchell, also known as Seydun, of Florida, who resided at Grove Estate, St. John, passed away on Wednesday, 24th July 2024, at the age of 67. The funeral arrangements for the late Barbara Mitchell, also known as Seydun, of Florida, who resided at Grove Estate, St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Joycelyn John of Seamoon St. Andrew passed away on Saturday, 27th July 2024, at the age of 90. The funeral arrangements for the late Joycelyn John of Seamoon St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Wayne's Funeral Home. Lennox LaBarry, also known as Lux, of Beaulieu St. George and St. John Street, St. George's, who resided in the USA, died on Monday, July 29, 2024, at the age of 64. The funeral arrangements for the late Lennox LaBarry, also known as Lux, of Beaulieu St. George and St. John Street, St. George's, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. McGavin Brent Collins of Lasager St. David and Frequenty St. George passed away on Sunday, July 21, 2024, at the age of 36. The funeral arrangements for the late McGavin Brent Collins of Lasager St. David and Frequenty St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Remy Marcus Charles, also known as Mac Remy Stones, of Laboratory St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday, 11th June 2024, at the age of 37. The funeral arrangements for the late Remy Marcus Charles, also known as Mac Remy Stones, of Laboratory St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Devon Francis, also known as South and Rasta, of Pomrose St. David, who resided at Hope St. Andrew, died on Thursday, July 11th, 2024, at the age of 49. The funeral arrangements for the late Devon Francis, also known as South and Rasta, of Pomrose St. David, who resided at Hope St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Eslin Licorice, also known as Esso and My Esso of Monrepo, who resided at Vincent St. David, passed away on Sunday 21st July 2024 at the age of 90. The funeral arrangements for the late Eslin Licorice, also known as Esso and My Esso of Monrepo, who resided at Vincent St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Jean Horsford of Montrose St. Patrick passed away on Monday, July 15th, 2024, at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Jean Horsford of Montrose St. Patrick will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Martin Osbert Mark, also known as Peaceman, of Nonpareil St. Mark, passed away on Sunday, July 21st, 2024, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Martin Osbert Mark, also known as Peaceman, of Nonpareil St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Sandra Marilyn Mitchell, also known as Auntie Sandra, of Mount Nesbitt St. John, passed away on Sunday, July 21st, 2024, at the age of 60. The funeral arrangements for the late Sandra Marilyn Mitchell, also known as Auntie Sandra, of Mount Nesbitt St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
Hello, I'm Pastor Eddie Lawrence from Alabama in the United States and a personal friend of Pastor Hathia Casey's. I understand you may be going through a very difficult time today. I want to encourage you with a scripture from God's Word. The Lord says that He is near to those whose hearts are broken. Obviously, with the loss that you are enduring, your heart is broken, and He came to heal those whose hearts are broken. And though you may not feel God's presence, rest assured, He said He would be near to you because your heart is broken. There's a scripture in 1 Peter chapter 5:7 that may be comforting to you during this time. You may have lost a husband or a spouse, a wife, a father, mother, brother, sister, close friend. Jesus said in 1 Peter 5:7 to cast your cares upon Him because He cares for you. Just like the boats out in the harbor here in the St. George area. When storms and winds come, in order to be secure where they're anchored, they have to make sure that anchor grabs solid ground underneath and the boat can become stabilized. I encouraged you in these days of sadness and grief to let Jesus be the anchor in your life. He'll give you stability during these stormy days. I pray God's blessings over you, and may you feel the peace of God fill in your heart, and may it fill your mind and pass all understanding. May you know that God loves you and that He is with you.